Okay, time for a new video, and whether you are somebody new to my channel or you are returning to my channel to watch this video, it is greatly appreciated. As always, I'm filming this video in one go, so if I stumble over my words moving forwards, I apologise about that. And I also apologise in advance if the quality of this video is fairly poor as well, if there's any lag, anything like that at all. Sadly, it cannot be helped, and hopefully it is not too much of an issue for you. This is yet another Eurovision 2022 related video here on my channel. I'm filming this one on a complete whim. I've no idea how long it's going to be. But what I'm going to be talking about in this video is my national final favourites of the 2022 season so far. And I think there's probably going to be another 2 videos like this, maybe this time next month, and then again after all of the national finals have taken place in mid-March. And these will be in no particular order, but I thought it would be nice to maybe just talk about songs that particularly stand out to me so far. As always, let me know what you think, and links in the description as always to my other social media pages. I'll say it again, as I've said in my previous 2 videos now, I think it is. I do have plans to film a Q&A video within the next couple of days, so go on to that video if you so wish, leave questions and I will answer them in that future video. And you can ask me questions about Eurovision, or it can be about anything else. I'm really not too fussed. You can contact me via my Twitter page as well, or Instagram, whatever it is. Links in the description. Now, let me just load this up. I should say that previously, a couple of days ago, I uploaded a video where I said I wasn't that into this Eurovision season. I wasn't really feeling it too much. That's still the case, a little bit. I'm still enjoying making videos. I intend to keep going with this when I can. But I do think it's important to take a little bit of a step back every now and then. So if I feel as though I want to, I will. And that means that there might not be a video straight away after a big announcement or something like that, or there won't be a ranking of national final contenders on my Twitter page, which is what I've been doing this season. Anyway, I'm just letting you know. So, Albania, I never really have too many favourites from Albania. I think what might be nice to do as well is mention my national final favourites from last year. So, in the 2021 FIC in Albania, my favourite, I think, was, looking at this list, Pendes by Enis Neziri, which I'm highly surprised didn't make the top 3. From the most recent edition of FIC, which occurred just after Christmas last year, I liked Thea by Alban Ramasaj. That was a very powerful track and would have been a worthy Albanian representative, and I'm sure he'll come back to try and represent Albania sooner rather than later. He was always likely to push for the win. Of course, we don't know the exact ranking of all of the songs besides the top 3, or top 4 in this instance, because 2 songs finished joint 3rd. Meteor by Kelly, I thought that was pretty nice. Pedrek by Mirud, also not too bad. I can see him coming back many times as well in the future. Eyem Yanduse by Rezata Smaya felt a little bit old-fashioned to me, but reasonably up-tempo for Albania this is, and wasn't too far away from triumphing here. Secret obviously came out on top, and that's a very good song. I think that is going to be staged in such a manner that it is very memorable and is very likely to get Albania into the final in May. I also didn't mind some of the new artists as they were categorised. So Valazoi Meti by Casey Rustia was one of my favourites, absolutely, but I haven't listened to it in ages now. And also Eya Sierre by Viola Shemali was this very sort of relaxed, chilled out track, you know, sitting on a balcony on a summer's day, and that's just playing in the background. That's the vibe I got from it. And Ballad, very much the same deal, by Shuli Pietrash. So with that being said, not anything really incredible for me personally from Albania, but still some okay tracks. And I have to say, the presentation of these songs in terms of the lyric videos and that sort of comic strip feel, very nicely done. Um, we don't know the Australian songs yet, although they must be coming very shortly. Who's next? So Czech Republic is next. Their national final was just before Christmas. I think the quality from the Czech Republic is improving year upon year, which is very, very pleasing. I'm not too sure the way they present the results is working terribly well. I think a live show somewhere, no doubt in Prague, is the best method moving forwards, rather than just having a somewhat hastily put together online YouTube premiere. I don't think that's really the way to go about it, and it always feels a little bit messy. I think it's 2 or 3 times they've done it now. Anyway, my favourite in the Czech Republic national selection was Running Out of Freaking Time by Annabelle. It had this Olivia Rodrigo feel to it, very sort of current in terms of the sound, this sort of pop rock feel. In the end, Annabelle finished in 6th place, which is just so surprising to me. She didn't do very well at all with the Czech public or the international vote, but the jury did like her. So I'm really not sure why there was such a discrepancy there, but Running Out of Freaking Time is a pretty good song. I've listened to it a few times. Dziewczynki by Judy certainly got people talking. That would have been a very, very interesting song at Eurovision had it won this selection. This very ethereal, otherworldly, haunting melody by a very intriguing performer, I guess. I thought the video where this song was performed, I don't know, it felt a little bit cold to me, like there was this slight disconnection. I couldn't really connect to the song at all, but it's a very nice track, and I've listened to it a few times. Way Down by Skywalker, not too bad. Stay or Go by the Valentines had this 1975 vibe going on. That was last in the national final. And of course the winner, Lights Off, We Are Domi. That is my favourite track so far, confirmed for this year's Eurovision, I believe. Haven't listened to it in full for a while, but I think it's going to be a great live performance in Turin. I really do. I can picture it now, with lights swirling across the Pala Olimpico and the vocals on point. I think it's a very, very credible track indeed. Should qualify, but of course it's way too early to say for sure. We then move on to Estonia. Now, Eesti Laul is already, we're already getting through it. That's what I'm trying to say. In terms of songs that are out, that I don't mind, Kaua Vale was song 1 in quarter-final 1 last November by Traffic. Very successful Estonian group. Stig Rasta's been involved with them before. I thought that was going to go through without breaking a sweat. It's out. I don't know if we're going to get the exact results for the quarterfinals. I hope so, but I would have also assumed we would know the exact results by now. Certainly of the songs that are out, their placings. Feel Like This by Fiona and Me. Not the best lyrically, or indeed sonically, I suppose, but I don't mind it. Kus Loipani by Peter Poida. Also not a bad song, that grew on me. From quarter-final 2, Siani by Desiree, I had big hopes for because I liked her previous Eesti Laul track, which was a little bit more up-tempo. But this was out at the first hurdle. A big ballad, nice vocals. I'd like to see her come back again in the future. I'm really quite surprised that didn't receive a bit more love, particularly from the juries, who of course put 2 songs through, along with the 3 that the public decided upon. That's it for quarter-final 2, sorry. Quarter-final 3, 3 days ago by Good Reason. I suppose you could classify it as indie more than anything else. Female lead vocals, very nice. Nothing incredible, but still very nice. And Underwater by Shira, which is a contender for perhaps one of the most underrated national final tracks of the season so far. It was last in that third quarter-final in early December. Shira have been involved before. They had a very nice track the other year. This song, chilled out, a little bit jazzy, my sort of thing, and it was eliminated, which was really surprising to me, particularly because Alabama Watchdog went through ahead of it. And then in quarter-final 4, Quicksilver by Emily J, not a bad song. My Mom by Jessica, something about that I really enjoy as well. Again, maybe not the lyrics, but who really cares about the lyrics too much? I think again, it's that relaxing feel. It really works for me, and I really appreciate it. And it was eliminated, of course it was. And then Shouldn't Be Friends by Ariadne, the biggest surprise of the quarterfinals, you could say, in Eesti Laul this season. Ariadne had a very good song the other year. What was it called? Feel Me Now. That's a good song. She was in this white outfit, if I recall. And yeah, Shouldn't Be Friends maybe isn't quite as strong as her previous Eesti Laul attempt, but still a nice track, very contemporary, I would say. Eliminated. Very surprising, because I know she's got quite a big online following. Out of the songs that are left, lots of people are really loving Jakub Twisk with Quivaid, but he's not winning, because he only went through because of the juries in the first place, so I'd be surprised if he did very well in the final, if indeed he gets there. Interstellar by Stig Rasta, I think it's playing it very safe, but there's no doubt that it's a pretty decent track from him, and we know that he can deliver. Miletu by Mayan, that has a lot of fans, but again, it's only through because of the juries. Or jury, rather, it was just one jury. What else have we got here? Misnud Saab is doing well on Spotify, I think, so that could be a sign that maybe this is one to keep an eye on. Andrei Zevekin featuring Greta Paya, both in Eesti Laul previously, especially Greta. It's very catchy. Yeah, it does get stuck in your head. That chorus in particular. It's very nice. And then, one of my favourite national final tracks from any country so far this season is Laululind by Trin Nitoja, who's been involved before, and Frans Tikepuu. This is a fairly uninspired ballad, you really could say that, but it's also very beautiful. And I could be completely wrong here, but I think this is a contender to win Eesti Laul. I haven't seen too many people rank it highly, certainly the videos that I've been watching, but it's a really lovely song, and I think if you stage it well, I don't see any reason why it couldn't challenge for the win, but we'll see what happens next month. From quarterfinal 3, Elina Nechayeva's song is fine, but I'm not loving it. I think a lot of people are in the same boat. The same can be said for Champion by 2002 representative and my personal winner that year, Anna Salena. Hope by Stefan, I would say, is the one to beat, absolutely. It's got this country pop feel to it, I guess. I like the music video, which is this sort of little western film. Stefan's been involved plenty of times before. He's got Eesti Laul pedigree, come close to winning, hasn't yet. This could be his year, and don't rule it out whatsoever. Actually doing quite well at Eurovision. I don't see any reason why it wouldn't, to be honest with you. I'm getting that feeling already. But my favourite Eesti Laul track this season is Little Girl by Marilyn Malk, who was involved in the previous edition of Eesti Laul, I think it was. And I didn't think much of her song then, but this captivated me from the first full listen. The music video is her, I think she's like sitting on the roof of a car, and she must be going through the streets of Tallinn, and she gets upset towards the end, and it's a very simplistic video, but it's really quite engaging as well. She looks terrific, and her voice is very nice as well, and I don't know, that part of the song before the final chorus, it just sort of makes me feel very calm and sentimental for something I don't even know, if you see what I mean. It's a really nice, strong track. I can see it at Eurovision, but it's only gone through because of the jury, so I'm not confident of her chances of making the final. It's a shame, because it's a really good song. And then from quarterfinal 4, Permut and Shira with Golden Shores is nice, but I don't see it winning. Fire by Elisa is this very in-your-face blast of pop, very much in the mould, I have to say it, because it is a little bit similar in terms of Fuego and anything Cyprus has sent within the past few years, barring Sandro. I don't think Estonia should send that song, because, I don't know, it feels ultra plain to me, even though it's quite an up-tempo, fiery track, no pun intended. Then we have Ea Ulvukud says, I totally butchered that pronunciation, but it's Oit Lepland's song. I'm telling you now, he could win by a mile. Absolute mile. I've no idea what Estonians think of this particular track, I should say, whether he is a major contender or not. You cannot deny the vocals. This man has to be the finest singer in Estonia. With that voice, oh my days, incredible vocals. The music video is quite simple. I think it's monochrome. He's walking along a beach. Nothing too fancy, if I recall. 2012, he was in Baku with Kula. Brilliant. He sang the hell out of that track and deserved a lot better than 6th place, if you ask me. But this song, in Estonian, it's very beautiful. It's so obviously a jury darling. I can see that happening straight away. Will the public go big for this? I don't know. But he has a lovely song and is a major contender to win. After that massive ramble, we then have Finland, and all I can say about Finland is that they know what they're doing this year. It's quality over quantity. They have this format nailed on now. The songs, of which there are 7, I think, were selected by a couple of music professionals, a TV director, senior editor at Spotify Finland, music journalists. So they are obviously going to go for things that are current. And it's really, really working. The songs so far have blown pretty much every other country out of the water. It's just incredible. UMK has become this major force. The songs that we know so far, Ram Pam Pam by Bess, maybe is the favourite. It's in Finnish. It's very catchy. It's pop. And the lyric videos are just so well put together. They get you so excited for the song. The fact that we're being drip-fed these songs over the course of several days. You look forward to the song being premiered on YouTube. It's just tremendous. And that is a very strong song. It would do well at Eurovision, I'm sure. Hurricane by Cyan Kicks maybe is my favourite national final song from many countries so far this season. It's my cup of tea. It's rock. It's a little bit aggressive. It's a little bit gritty, but it's not too over the top. Female lead vocals. It's fantastic. I can see it at Eurovision. I can see it getting many points. Then we have Thank God I'm an Atheist by Olivera. Didn't really know what to expect from this because of the song title. It's a fairly low-key ballad, I suppose. Even the lyric video wasn't quite as memorable as the other ones we've had so far, I guess. But really interesting voice, quite interesting tone to her voice. And lyrically, I think very impressive. But then again, who really pays attention to the lyrics at Eurovision, if you see what I mean. Could it win? I don't know. This is a very strong batch. Jezebel by the Rasmus, my word. That song has grown on me a lot since I first heard it the other day. The Rasmus are such a big group. On name alone, they're winning. I don't know if the Finnish public will go massive for them, as they did for Blind Channel. And of course, there is a jury vote as well. Again, I can see it at Eurovision, though. I really can. And then Sun Numero by Young Hearted, which I don't think is winning. But again, it gives me that relaxing feel. I know I'm repeating myself here, but it really does. I was really impressed with that song. Just the group sort of lounging about in a living room, not really doing much. Lovely song, though. I'm telling you, the older I get, the more I love chilled out songs. He says, as he says that Jezebel and Hurricane are just tremendous, and they're big up-tempo rock songs. So far, so good. We have 2 more songs to go. Tommy Lantinen has sold records by the bucket load in Finland, so he's a big name. And then we have Isaac Sene. I'm not sure which one comes out next, but I'm looking forward to it. Then we have Ireland. 4 songs are out so far. Brendan Murray with Real Love. Brendan Murray's song in 2017 was perfectly fine, but the live performance was not particularly great. Hot Air Balloon. Vocals a little bit yeah, you know. Why he's come back, I'm not really sure. The song seems fine. Janet Grogan, Ashes of Yesterday. Yeah, that doesn't sound too bad at all. I can see Ireland going for that. And then Rachel Good with I'm Loving Me feels ultra dated, but I suppose isn't too bad either. The other song, which I've totally forgotten the name of, it's called That's Rich. Bear with me here because I'm just loading a video up. But that is the best one so far. There's going to be 2 more afterwards. that we're going to get within the next day or two, so I will listen to them in my own time. That's Rich by Brooke Scullion. Yeah, it's very sort of poppy, sassy. There's just the tiniest, faintest hint of the Dua Lipa about it. But yeah, that is the best song for Ireland so far. Will they pick it? Probably not, but we wait and see. Israel, oh yeah, we don't know. Latvia. Latvia is perhaps a one-horse race. Aminata, the 2015 representative, she's written her ballad I'm Letting You Go. Great vocals. We know she's going to deliver, as she did with Love Injected in 2015, which is a song I didn't love, but I appreciate more now. If Latvia don't send her out in the semi-finals, it's as simple as that. I can't see Latvia really doing the business this year either. I like On the Way Home by Beatrice Heislere. That's quite a good up-tempo track. Pay My Own Bills by Linda Rusaniece feels sort of... I don't really know the word to describe it. It's got this ever so slight big band feel to it almost, you know. You can imagine, you know, the orchestra off to one side and Linda doing her thing on stage in a club somewhere. It's up-tempo, it's nice, I don't see it winning. Marcus Reaver, I don't know what's going on with him, but his songs are just going like that every time he comes back. I mean, it's not bad, but it's not brilliant. I'm Just a Sinner was the online vote winner, Mix Galvanovskis. That has a sort of rough, rugged country rock vibe. It makes me think of the TV show True Blood, if you've ever seen that. That might win. Can't Get You Out of My Head by Patrick Peterson is quite a quirky, very simply executed style of song. It is the sort of thing I can see Latvia going for, and I wouldn't be mad about it, actually. I really wouldn't. Plans by Raum, R-A-U-M, is my favourite. It's got this throwback pop-punk rock sound, which I can appreciate. But really, who the hell knows what song Latvia will pick? For me, it's Aminata or bust, quite frankly. Lithuania, out of the songs so far, well, in Heat 1, Before You're 6 Feet Under by Auguste Vedrishkaite, I'm butchering the pronunciations here again, is fine. It's a very sort of explosive rock number, I guess. I'm not describing these terribly well, that's why I'm not a journalist. But it was second in the first heat. That's not a bad song. Walk Through the Water by Victoria Faith, a ballad. I can see why it didn't go through now, because it's not particularly memorable, but I expected more than 92 paltry public votes from the Lithuanian public. Still, not a bad track. Running Chords by Urte Schiller Galite was the public's favourite. Jury's not so keen, so I can't see it winning overall. But there's something very powerful and maybe a little bit unique about that song compared to many of the other songs we know so far from Lithuania. But like I said, it's not winning. From the most recent heat, I'll Be There by 2018 representative Ieva Zasanauskaite. It's a ballad, she's behind a piano, it's a little bit more, not upbeat, but there's a little bit more to it than her previous track, When We're Old. And she won with 20 points that heat on the 15th of January. I can see her winning and representing Lithuania again. Yeah, she's my favourite from Lithuania so far. Washing Machine by Queens of Roses, very catchy. Lots of pink lights, if I remember, very nice. Love That Hurts by Musu X. There was a cello, green lighting. That could be one to keep an eye on as well. But because we know the results so far, really, unless there's something incredible in Heat 3, Ieva is perhaps the one to beat so far. From Heat 3, Gebrasi with Into Your Arms. He was the runner-up behind the Roop last time out. He could be one to keep an eye on. Vilia, the 2014 representative, is there. Lolita Zero, I'm telling you, that could be quite the performance. And Call Me From the Cold by Ruta Loop. Lots of people online seem to be very excited about that track. She's been involved before. I think it's a ballad. That's no bad thing. I'm looking forward to it. Really liked her previous song, which was called We Came From the Sun, I think. But anyway, Ruta Loop, one to keep an eye on. Absolutely. So, Malta, very, very disappointing, their national final. I mean, such a step back from Je me casse and Chameleon. Ritmu by Aiden would be nice. It's quite catchy. He seems like quite an engaging performer, and it's in Maltese. But I still don't know if it's really top quality stuff. Electric Indigo I don't think is going to win. Baklava featuring Nicole. Classical meets pop. I don't mind it. I don't love it. Out of Sight by Emma Muscat. The biggest name here, arguably. She's had success in Italy as well as Malta. And on name alone, she has this in the bag. I don't mind the song at all. I actually think it could do fairly well at Eurovision, maybe, if you stage it right and sing it well. Rise by Francesca is quite nice. Kaleidoscope by Jessica Muscat I think is a little bit underrated at the moment. Not sure it's going to win this Maltese selection, but it's still quite nice. Into the Fire, Nicole Atsopadi, former junior Eurovision representative, Swedish songwriters mostly. And that's a big blast of pop, nothing truly original, but it's not bad. And then Hey Little by Richard Edwards, I don't mind either. Heaven, Sarah Bonici, lyrics are totally generic, but I don't mind it. So those are my favourites from Malta. Nothing incredible, but some okay songs. Then we have Norway. Well, we know all of the songs. Hasta la Vista by Alexandra Jonah is pretty much a Alvaro Estrella knockoff, but it's not bad. Ecstasy, Eline Noella, quite nice. Wasn't blown away by her performance last week at the live shows. Death of Us, Elsie Bay, oh dear me. I really like the song. I can see why people love it, but live performance needs to be better, or else it's in trouble of not winning. Dangerous by Farida is a nice low-key track. Black Flowers, Frode Vassal, I actually thought that was staged really well. I'm not surprised he won the heat last week. Bit of a rock song. Bad Baby, Lily Lowe, that's a rock number, quite powerful, you know, sticking it to you, that sort of track. Your Loss, Mary Boller, again, has this, you know, pop-punk Olivia Rodrigo slight thing going on. Hammer of Thor by Uda Gondrosen, I can actually see doing really well. Now watch it not even qualify. Made of Glass, Kjetil Mørland has co-written that. Hello. Sophie Fjellvang, one to keep an eye on. I think that's a really nice song. And Titans by Vilda is also not too bad. But my favourite, I think for now, is still Death of Us by Elsie Bay. It has this Lana Del Rey vibe going on. But look, you can't just focus on the staging. The song itself is good. The staging isn't going to totally blow its chances, surely. But there we are. That's Norway. Poland, some of the songs are out. I haven't heard too much. I think Lovesick by Kuba Szmajkowski is perhaps the fan favourite at the moment. What I've heard isn't really blowing me away. I think Christian Ochman, because he won The Voice, I think, in Poland, he's probably the one to beat on paper. We're getting the Portuguese songs very soon. Romania, I'll be very brief here because this video is dragging on. Youngster by Anna is not bad. Do Svidania by Aris is very catchy. Nothing incredible again, but I think it is perhaps the best choice, to be honest with you. I don't mind... What else have we got here? I don't mind One Night by Gabrielle Basco, but I can actually see that being criminally underrated in the end. Regret by Jessie should be pushing for the win. Loads of songwriters. Feels fairly modern as well. Top of the Rainbow, Ovidiu Anton, who would have gone to the 2016 contest had Romania not been booted out by the EBU. He's written that song. Very theatrical, you know. It feels a bit like something Meatloaf would release. Actually, but not a bad song. Running in Circles by Outflow, that's a bit of a rock number, not bad. Never Give Up by Vanu isn't a bad song. Shamame, WRS, has a few fans. Yeah, it's not too bad. It's been a while since I listened to any of these songs, but Do Svidania, I'm Not Your Russian, you know, so on and so forth, is not a bad song at all. My word, what a ramble. Yeah, Ukraine, we're getting the song soon. Spain, Benidorm Fest. Well, Postureo, that's not a bad song. Secreto de Agua is not a bad song, but I don't think it's the right choice. Quien lo diría is a lovely ballad, but we've heard it all before, it's not winning. Voy a morir could be a hot mess, but it's not a bad song. Quite a lot of auto-tune, which I don't like. By Raiden. That would be a great choice, but it's not going to win. Rigoberta Bandini might win, but I think that's the wrong choice for Spain, absolutely. Terra by Tanchugueiras is the right choice. My God, this would just be so fantastic at Eurovision. It would grab your attention, wouldn't let go. You know that points would come surely for this. And it's showing off Galician and Astur Leonese and Basque and Catalan and Spanish. It's a song for everybody. And this would be something very different from Spain and very, very welcome. It's either this or bust. That's my favourite from Benidorm Fest. Rafaela by Vari Brava is also quite nice. And Echo by Thein is quite radio friendly. Has a couple of Swedish songwriters. Might win. I don't see it happening myself, but I think it would be an okay song if it did come out on top. So that's it for National Final Favourites. And just for the hell of it, to finish this video off, I'm going to watch a video that's been uploaded very recently by somebody I'm subscribed to, ESC Europe. They've put together a video of their top 50 national final songs so far. So, just for the hell of it, I'm going to watch it and see if I agree. The video I'm watching won't be in the bottom corner of the video you're watching, but anyway, I'm going to go through it. I always like watching these videos. Emma Muscat, yes, I've already said that I think her song could well win for Malta. Bad, which is a contender in Latvia. Quite a moody, clubby song, I don't mind it. Bad Baby, Lily Low, Norway, I've already spoken about. I think that's a really good song. Promises by Kato in Latvia. Yeah, there's something quite cheery about it, but I'm not loving it. Dangerous, Farida, Norway, very nice, but it's not winning. Jagrup Twisk, Estonia, already said. Good song, but it's not winning. I'd be very surprised. Interstellar might win, though, for Stig. Yeah, it could win. Helen, Estonia, Vata Minupule, I think this shouldn't have even got through to the semi-finals myself. On the Way Home, Beatrice, Latvia. I do like the instrumentation of this one. Thea, Alban Ramosaj, Albania, very nice, massive beard. Thein, with Echo, Spain. I don't think that's the right choice. Voy a Morir, Luna Key. I'm interested to hear it live. It's not winning. Titans, Vilda, Norway, number 38 in this list. Very nice. Little bit plain, though. With Me Tonight, Stefan Jakobsen, Norway. Not bad, but not brilliant. Ram Pam Pam by Bess. Yes, this could be Finland's song. So catchy. Give That Wolf a Banana. You know what it is? I can see it winning MGP. And I can see people absolutely loving it at Eurovision. But at the same time, I just think Norway's making a big mistake because there's better songs. I don't know. You've got to remember as well, the juries would crush it. I don't mind it so much now. Then we have Doina, which is a song in Romania. It is very catchy, but I don't think it's winning. Hasta la Vista, this is fine, but it's playing it safe. Ritmu, na 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 na. Ritmu, yeah, it's not bad, fairly catchy. Sophie Fjellvang, Made of Glass. It's very nice, I can see that doing very well. Quicksilver, Emily J, out of the Estonian shows. Regret, Jessie, Romania, spoken about this. I do apologise if this is not terribly interesting for you, but I thought I'd throw this video in there as well. I'm Letting You Go, Aminata, it's fine. Should be the Latvian song. Annabelle, Running Out of Effing Time, very good. Postureo. Oh yeah, this is so Spanish. Not bad. Thank God I'm an Atheist. Very dark, but very nice. Champion by Anna Salena, Estonia. Yeah, this is fine, but it's not the right choice. Hope by Stefan probably is. Number 23 in this list. Very good. Marilyn Malk, Little Girl. Oh, this is great. It's great, but it's not winning. Make You Say, Sara Diop. I think this is very plain. Loipuk Smutub is out from the Estonian selection. It's okay. Jezinki I've spoken about, Czech Republic. That would have been great at Eurovision, but alas. I'm a Bee, Elis Mirage. She's going to keep coming back so many times. She's in contention for San Marino now. Not a bad song. Terra, Tanchugueiras, Spain have got to send this. Big mistake if not. Miletu by Mayan. I don't really understand why this is so loved. I think it's okay, nothing amazing. Slow-mo, Chanel, Spain. Yeah, not bad. Dos Svidania, my favourite from the Romanian selection. Oh yeah, very nice. Hammer of Thor. I think this is coming up on the rails, you know. Very powerful. Could be staged very well. Queen Bees, Annalisa Kumoji. I'm very indifferent on that track. Secreto de Agua, Blanca Paloma. It's good, but it wouldn't stand out at Eurovision. Calle de la Joreria. Oh yeah. This is so good, you know. Shouldn't Be Friends. Nice, but it's out for Estonia. Lights Off, the Czech Republic entry. Very good. Peripheral. Ecstasy, Eline Noelia, Norway. Yeah, it's fine. Remedy, this is fine. Alina Nechaeva, I've already said this. Yeah, this. Maria Moan with Fly. I think it's alright. I don't think it's incredible, but a lot of people really seem to like it. It's not winning MGP though. I'd be gobsmacked. Hurricane, Cyan Kicks. A lot of people have this ranked highly, but I'm not sure Finland are going to pick it. Secret, the Albanian song this year. Very good. Fire by Elisa. I've already said I don't think Estonia should sing this. Send this, rather. Not bad, though. And then Death of Us. Elsie Bay. Still got a lot of fans, absolutely, despite some criticism of the live performance. So, well, that was a long video. I'm going to shut up now. But let me know your national final favourites so far. And I do apologise if this video wasn't that interesting at all, and if it was just one massive ramble, but that's what you get on this channel, I'm afraid to say. So yes, get questions in if you want them answered in a future Q&A video. I will film it within the next few days, and roll on the rest of this Eurovision season, really. Not much else to say. As I said earlier, though, if I do feel like I want to take a bit of a step back, I will. It's as simple as that. Maybe there'll be a few less videos than normal. Maybe I won't blog as much or tweet as much. I don't know. We wait and see. Until next time, take care of yourselves. Stay safe. Leave a like, subscribe, share, whatever it is, much appreciated. Bye for now.